It's an excellent read, the Canon Revisited, and he goes through all of these competing models of determining what the canon is, and I think offers a really able defence of the classic Protestant evangelical position, which is it's the scriptures that determine what the scriptures are. You think about Jesus, well, what did he say? My sheep hear my voice. They know what scripture is. Now that sounds like a form of circular reasoning, but in the end, when you're coming down to these fundamental questions, everyone has to revert at some point to what their fundamental principle is. And what Kruger shows in this book is that the scriptures themselves actually bear witness to what is scripture and what is not. And that you can find actually that while the testimony of the church is important and the testimony of early church fathers are important, what we find with all of them is that they see the books that we consider the New Testament to be primary to them as well. Right from earliest Christian sources, they're always referring to these books as the source of their authority too, as the source of what they see as scripture. And so I think you can read the book to find out a whole lot more, but there's a whole lot of really supporting arguments. The way in which we see the earliest manuscripts of the scriptures are entirely dominated by the books that we consider now as part of the New Testament, and not by the various non-canonical books that people often make a great stir about. It's once again the four Gospels, the letters of Paul, the general Catholic epistles towards the end of the New Testament. These are the ones that constantly are repeated again and again in the earliest records of the church. And so we would prefer to see that it is the church built upon the foundation of the Word, and not the Word built upon the foundation of the church. I think it's a really crucial point.
And there's that fascinating text, I can't remember where it is, but where Peter refers to Paul's writings.
That's right.
And calls them scripture.
That's right.
On equal bearing with the Old Testament.
Exactly. That's towards the end of his second epistle. And yeah, you're right. You've got that sense of, yes, Paul's letters are difficult, he says, and people twist them to their own hurt, as they do the rest of the scriptures. So it's not any fault with Paul. It's the way that we approach scripture, because scripture stands over us as our authority. And that's right. So, and I think that you find in the earliest records of the church that they are reading out the Gospels in particular, but the letters of Paul and so on, in much the same way that they would have read out the letters, the books of Moses, or the prophet Isaiah, or the Psalms. And so there's a conscious recognition that it's all scripture.